Hey guys, so I'm making this video. I had talked to Holly about making it, but I'm a little late on that. um, so I'm basically going to show you how to make this. It's a marble. It's kind of a marble technique. So it's pretty cool. I did most of the prepping before I started this, or else we would be doing this forever. So I start off with just a white spray painted tumbler, and then if you look down here, you can see I have a bunch of cups of epoxy. Basically what I did is the ones you see that are colored, that is just part A. It's 2.5 mils of just part A. I have a white, I have this white, I have this blue, I have gray, and then I have purple. And then this one is just epoxy. It's gonna be just the base coat I put on at first. So yeah, these are all just 2.5 of part A. I get the color that I want first, and then now I will mix in 2.5 mils of part B to the colors and to the regular one. So that is what I'm going to do now. I use acrylic paint. The tutorial that taught me how to do this was from Shelly Weaver, and she does allumilite dyes, which I have tried, and for some reason I just can't use them. I don't know why, but I never get the marble look. But when she does it, it looks really good. So now I'm just mixing together. This is the 5. I just gotta grab a glove. So then that is just the base coat. It's just to help the colors move around. So I just put this on, spread it around, just like you would do if you were doing the epoxy method for glittering. You just use 5 mils, spread it on. Like I said, it's just to help get, when I put the colors on, it just, I might hit it with a heat gun if I'm not happy with how the marble goes. So this coat just helps it really move and take its own form. Alright. So there's that, and now I'm going to mix 2.5 of B in with the rest of the colors. I would have did this before, but I wanted to show you that when I mix the colors, I don't have A and B mixed together, just because sometimes it can take a little while to get that color that you desire. Sometimes I have to add white in to make the colors different. It's all personal preference. There's really no right or wrong way. So we add it into the blue. And actually for the white, I am using the allumilite dye. I feel that with the allumilite dye, the white is good to use because I feel like it makes it shows the veins better. They're kind of looking for that, with that marble look, you want it to be veiny. So I like to use the allumilite dye for that. Sorry guys, I'm trying to do this as fast as possible. And you can use whatever colors you want. These are just the colors I wanted to use for this. The first one I did was kind of like cotton candy. I did a Halloween one as well, which I really liked. I love these tumblers, they're pretty. Alright, so this is the last color that has to be mixed. Just this purple, it's really pretty. Alright, so now that they are mixed, where is my silicone brush? Oh, here it is. Alright, so now that they are mixed, you just kind of drizzle them on. I like to start with white, and I usually do a little bit more for the white, just because if you have too much color, you can bring the white back in to kind of help break it up. So I like to use more white. And I literally just go like this, and I just drizzle it, and then I flatten it, and I kind of just put it all over the place. And it looks like a disaster as you're doing it. But you want to make sure that it does not run. You don't want it running all over the place. You kind of want it staying in its own lane. So that's why I say flatten it. And so that's all I'll do for the white for right now, just to get it started. Let me turn this a little more. There. So you can kind of see how it's really nothing right now, just blobbed on. So next I just come in with some color. There's no right or wrong way to do this. You just kind of do it. There's nowhere to really put the colors or where you should put them. I just kind of do it wherever I think it'll look nice. So you just drizzle it and flatten it if you see it running when it comes back around. I've noticed with the paints, it really doesn't run as much as it does if you do use the allumilite dyes. So if you do use the allumilite dyes, then you probably really want to flatten it. And now I'll just come in with my next color, which is this blue. And I just kind of, bring it in and try to break up some of the purple and some of the white. That's all you're really doing, is just breaking it up. Like I said, no rhyme or reason, just however you think you want the coloring to be. It's kind of all you do. And again, I'll flatten if I see it running. Or like for some of the drips, I kind of just pull it, because you really don't want it dripping. Alright. So now I will take this gray. I really, with all of the ones I do, I usually do a white and gray base. Like I always use white and gray as a color. I just feel that it helps it break up whatever colors you're using. And I think that it looks nice as a tone. So for me, I personally like to use the white and gray. I think with the marble, it looks really nice. And I just use my silicone brush for this. You can use popsicle sticks, that's what I usually use, but I'm actually out right now. So I'm using my silicone brush instead. So now you can kind of see where it's running and kind of veining all in here. And it's kind of like alcohol inks, where the more it turns, the more it's kind of going to do whatever it wants. It never looks how it does in the video. The way it looks right now, it's going to look 100% different when it's done. So I'm pretty happy with that. And now I'll grab my heat gun to just take some heat to it and help kind of force it around. And you don't want to take too much heat. You don't want it moving all too much. You just kind of want to get it to move a little bit, but you really don't want it running. And it kind of helps break the color up a little bit. Like that's it. That's as much heat as I would take to it. Like I said, you really don't want it like running a lot. So and now same thing, if I see any drips, I'm gonna kind of get them to go And you can see, like I said, the veining. That's what I call it. I don't know if there's a better word for it or not. And then I like to take glitter to it. I usually pick one color, and that's where I'm going to put the glitter on. So I'm going to use Yaya's Chunky Hollow Bling. So I think I'm going to put it on the gray. I've never done chunky with this. I usually do a fine blend, so we'll see how it turns out. I think it's just easier and it looks more neat if you pick just one color for the glitter. I usually kind of color coordinate it, like on, if I have a purple glitter I'm going to do, then I'll put it on the purple. Or if I have a blue glitter, that's why I'm using the gray, so I'm going to put it on all the gray. So there's that. And then now I just, I let it spin. But let me take this off so I can show you guys. I guess it won't let me turn it back around. But that is how it looks as it's spinning. And like I said, it's like alcohol inks. The more it goes, the more it'll kind of do its own thing. So that's pretty much it. Thanks for watching, guys.